Hey guys, BoboTheVulture's here. It's Dream Daddy. Dad Day afternoon. Dawn of the Dad. I got all kinds of names for sequels. But last time we had a very long, complicated session here, and it appears to have given me many different autosave options, because I did not do any of these. Perhaps every time you come to a decision the game autosaves, and I just never noticed. But that's not what we're doing. We're doing an Iron Dad.
You've got dads.
So last time we had a second date with Matt, and it was kind of fun, aside from the sort of awkward moment where we decided we would go try and get some weed because we apparently all smoked weed in the past. That's everyone's default position. And it both felt awkward at the time, and then when we realized that we'd been had and we're not actually smoking weed, that turned out to be a bad situation too. Anywho, let's check in with Craig. I'm not sure if I'm going to go beat for beat the exact same order of dad dates again, but seems like a not unreasonable thing to do. Let's check in with Craig. Drop him a message, Craig Khan. Pay your bills. Pay them early. Sorry. Anytime you hear me say pay your bills in a weird, creepy voice like that, I am thinking of Barry Dorso in his Repo Man gimmick. Just there was a period of time in WWE where everybody had day jobs, and the day job was their gimmick, like Dr. Isaac Yankem, or the Barbarian, whose gimmick is his day job was being a barbarian. I tried to come up with more than one other example. It just completely failed. Okay. But there was this weird thing where guys would have this gimmick where you learn everything about their life from them being in the wrestling ring. Skinner, the Gator Man. And I guess being a Gator Man is not a job necessarily, but it's certainly a lifestyle. But yeah, he just, I just remember seeing a match with him. And it's the kind of thing wrestlers have to do all the time. They have to just make up some kind of chatter while they're in a match. And he had some guy in a chin lock. And the camera guy came up to him. And just so that he'd be doing something, he looked at the camera and yelled, "Pay your bills!" Because, that's the way you would manage to keep the Repo Man away. Anyways, I really want to get in some good quality time with Craig. Last time we hung out, he was so busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I feel like we barely talked. If this game has proven anything to me, it's that if, God forbid, anything were ever to happen to Bean, apparently the world is just chock-a-block full of flirty moms. So there's that. Let's all hope it never comes to that. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm ever going to be as embarrassing as last time. But maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. Come on, I'm not going to do that. Type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for round 2? Craig responds almost immediately. I'm already at the gym, brah. Dude, of course, emojis. I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Honestly, this just made me love Craig so much more. This would be the kind of thing I would do. There are literally situations in my work where we have a chat that sort of everybody at my job tier sort of keeps going, so that we know what projects one another are working on, that sort of thing. And you know, if somebody ever shows everybody something for approval, um, there's maybe there is a non-zero chance that when I see it and I approve of it, that I will use the thumbs up emoji. There's a roughly equivalent chance that I will see it, I will approve it, and I will just type in thumbs up emoji because it honestly takes less time to type thumbs up emoji than to go into the emoji menu, find the thing. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. He's been typing while I explained that. Let's meet up early tomorrow for my Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity, brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? It's a run brunch. Yeah, you run and then you get brunch. All right. That does sound pretty good, except for the running. I don't mean to say that as a joke, haha, Bobo would never exercise. Bobo doesn't do a lot of running. He'll do other things. He'll do walks. He'll do uh, cycling machines. He'll do weights. He won't run so much. He'll swim even maybe. It's been a long time since I swam in a disciplined way though. Anyways, Craig and I agree to a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again, can we do like a salad night? Dad, are you on a health kick? I... Not yet. I've formed the committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. Honestly, if you're in under the same roof as somebody who's going on a health kick, or at least, you know, being good about their diet, it can be kind of good if you just go along and adopt it, because then you get to eat from their pool of food. And theoretically, it means that if in the battle of eating crap versus laziness, laziness wins out, that's actually a win, because then you won't eat the crap food, because you'll be too lazy to get it on your own. Don't worry about it. The committee is still out. I'm sorry, Amanda. It's time. Um, let's try and be good and be healthful. And that's actually probably something to consider going into parenthood. You know, like try and give your children relatively healthful meals so that they will grow up with appreciation for them. I don't know. It's a thought. Sorry, Amanda. It's time. Not if I have something to say about it. Suddenly, Amanda lunges for the phone before I can stop her. She has the pizza place on speed dial, of course. Hi, yes. Can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese, and tomatoes? And a couple of the garlic sauce cups. Oh, kid. She did this as an extra knife. She put tomatoes on it because then I won't be able to eat it. It's not that I can't eat tomatoes, it's just that I don't like eating raw tomato. Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, right. Could you maybe throw some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rika, I know. It's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? Oregano is not a salad. Can't blame me for trying. Nah, Rika, I'm talking to my dad. We'll just go with the meat lover's fantasy. Sure, say hi to wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rika says hi. Food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch to eat some za. Just be careful running as a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you go on a couple of light jogs, and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service. Question. Is the question, what is kombucha? And is the answer something that actually has more sugar than you would think? Shit. What's kombucha? How? This game and I are apparently simpatico. Okay, so you aren't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pops. I'm really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I just want to keep you around for as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? Hey. No. Probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza than is probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early, so I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first started running at the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a little bit easier, despite it always ending in me dry heaving over a trash can. Is that what the runner's high is? Just dry heaving? You know, I wonder if I got out in the morning. I don't know if I would still run. Running is bad on the knees. Or it certainly can't be. Lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a writer's summit I went to 20 years ago, head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest. He's dressed head to toe in color-coordinated running gear. Wow. Look like a total schlub next to this guy. Well, that's the... Hey, bro. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? Best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Oh, I know what that means. Craig's hands are a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear. That's Arnold the Capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She would have a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. Oh, man. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete at this point. Well, I'll try and keep up. So where are we headed? I was thinking that we could do a couple laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope. Okay, I can probably handle that.
Nice.
Then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. Oh man, I want to get my agility score up. I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed. That sound okay to you? Usually I like to throw some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. That sounds like something I am able to physically do.
Hey.
Great, let's get started. Now for the details. Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller, it's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was the warm-up?
Hey.
Let's start the show. But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully don't drop it. You gotta hydrate, bro. I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Hey. Look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this. Thanks for looking out, bro. You ready? I mean... Yeah! My body isn't collapsing in on itself. Gotta at least try. We finally finish our however many teamed lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. Look down at my shirt and notice that I'm drenched in sweat. Yeah, that'd happen. Huh. Almost looks like a frowny face. That's one. What? I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I lost you off a treadmill. Yeah, man. You really pushed me to my limit just now. I can't believe I held on. Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you to do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro. once. Who's ready for hill climbs? Blah! Blah!
Oh.
River says blah. There's my little cheerleader. Bobo, you ready? Ugh. Ugh. Or ugh. Seriously, when you get into an activity that you don't enjoy doing, you'd be surprised at how little complaining about it accomplishes. So just keep it to a minimum. And the added benefit of this is when you actually do complain, people notice. Because if you're the guy that doesn't complain about shit, and then you say, actually, this is a little bit too much, they're like, oh, okay, maybe this is actually a little too much. Just ugh. You bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go up forever. I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. So what do we do now?
Nice.
We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. Bobo, there's two things you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running till you get to the top. And two, Craig points to the top of the hill.
Hey.
That's not the top. I think I've got my graphic issues. I think I've got my graphic issues resolved, but if not, again, it's 3 more UG options, but we've gone crazy with the H's. Again, let's take the least complaining option possible. Let's do this.
Oh.
My image just flashed in the corner there for a second. Finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. At that point, my lungs were aching for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment. Please. Hoo boy. Craig looks like he's taking a beating as well. So he is human. Bobo, put your arms in your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe easier. I do as Craig says. Feels a little better, but I'm still in agony.
Oh.
And here. Craig tosses me the water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude.
Hey.
Phenomenal work. You feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought I was just, dying. Want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying. What's wrong, Sweet Pea? Do you want to play with Arnold? Craig looks around us. Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing.
Nice.
I've abandoned my child's toy. We gotta find him, dude. Should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River last having it at the bottom of the hill. Craig and I jog down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. This looks like his prime case for world-renowned Detective Vulture. Dude, it's time for a bro adventure. A bro venture. We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. So, it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we could interrogate. Sounds good. Wait, who's good cop and who's bad cop? Think about it for a second. Well, I think with your stature and overall resilience, you would make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a bit. All valid points. I think you would make a great good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have the potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch Meat Hell in 3-minute segments with 5-minute commercials in between, and they're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff.
Bro.
Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment.
Hmm.
Smart.
Hmm.
So, where to, Brotective? We don't really have a good sense of which of these places we were in what sequential order, the playground, the field, or the woods. I would theorize that somebody might have brought the capybara toy to the playground thinking that a child lost it and that children would be at the playground. Let's go with that logic and see where it brings us. Make our way over to a small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play in the jungle gym while parents watch on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Oh, the familiar face must be Joseph because one of the options is interrogate Joseph. Try to calm River down. Look for clues. Well, right now I think River is looking... We haven't heard that River is crying any more than you would expect of a child that has lost a stuffed toy. Let's go see what Joseph knows. Joseph. Let's see what Joseph's up to.
Oh.
We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book.
Nice.
Joseph! Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, didn't think I'd see you two out here. Bobo, are you exercising? Sure am. You know me, I just love to run and be healthy. It's kind of my whole thing.
Oh.
What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying.
Oh, Kirk Douglas.
For boats, boat ropes. Right.
Hmm.
I don't know why anybody's mind would immediately leap to any place that would be awkward. I understand that they're awkward in mixed polite company uses for ropes, but like not the immediate thing to go to, guys. Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here?
Hmm.
What's a capybara?
Hmm.
It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here? Joseph looks around.
More McDonald.
They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Do you know where could they have run off to? The kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. That sounds a little suspect, Joseph. Why would we put Joseph on the defensive like that? Let's, I mean, he's got a team, he's got an elite squad of kids that could be helping us find this capybara. We should be attempting to enlist his assistance. So I'm not going to say that sounds a little suspect, Joseph. I'm going to say, all right, thanks for your help. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book.
Oh.
Boat ropes. Get back to the playground. We can interrogate him again, but let's look for clues. Craig and I, two grown adults, walk onto the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here. No stray capybara hairs, at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. Head back to the playground. I don't know why interrogating Joseph is still an option. We could try to calm River down. Make sure she's okay. This is a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down. Might buy us some more time. You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of us not being able to find Arnold. Life is cruel and tough, but at least we'll always have swings. I did actually just... You know how you see random ass mess on Facebook? As you're scrolling through, somebody's put a video up of like, this is an extreme crazy thing. And it's like people doing like base jumping off of a cliff, being propelled, hurtled off of like a big swing that like their tour guide or whatever is like pushing. Like, what the hell? Alright. Craig straps River into the baby swing and gives it a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realize that I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing, and we decide to get back to the investigation. Head back to the playground. Let's move on to another part of the park. Where to now, bro? Let's go to the field. Oh, there's a field. Wander out to a grassy field at the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see. There's a few figures camped out on a blanket, and the grass could hold any number of secrets. Oh, Matt and Carmencita are here. See, if you got friends in town, you know that you have people you can trust to lean on in these crisis situations. Why would we interrogate River? River don't talk. Let's Matt and Carmencita. Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over. Hey, dudes. Hey, bro. We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? We have apple slices?
Oh.
Thank you very much, tiny bro, but I should be fine.
Hey.
You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, Bobo. Say, you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Wait a second, how do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have had hands-on experience with one recently, would you? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is. Oh my god. What if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly check my body for any Polaroids I might have kept on the person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I saw Memento once and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, Bobo, don't let them win. I shake off the thought. Saw a couple of squirrels over by that tree, though. I don't know if that helps you out, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, you should definitely check it out.
Oh.
Thanks for the hot squirrel tip, Carmencita. Well, we better get moving. Gotta find that capybara before River has a meltdown.
Hey.
Or a breakdown. Good luck. Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up with some road slices, and we're on our way. We maneuver back to the field. Well, we got a hot clue, so let's check out those squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree. There's the tree gun fountain, the log of the tree. They're at a tree. Oh, there they are. Carmencita's telling the truth. These are some rad squirrels. River seems happy. This may have bought us some extra time. We maneuver back to the field. Let's look for clues. We carefully comb through the field of grass and flowers. I can't seem to find much besides a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field. Bobo!
I don't know.
I jog over. Craig is kneeling in the grass, inspecting something. I approach, my heart in my throat. As I lean over Craig, I see it. This is Arnold's leg. I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should have to be subjected to this. Senseless violence. Oh, my hazel girl. Who? What? Do this?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, but now I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp. Can't look at this anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind.
I don't know.
We're running out of time. We may already be too late. Bag and tag it. Let's keep moving. Maneuver back to the field.
Hmm?
Let's examine all of our options. Wait, let me try this. It's always the culprit you least expect. I get eye to eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears. I'll be a good cop. Hey, sweetie, believe me, nobody wants you to find your capybara more than me, but we need more clues. And I think somewhere in that baby brain of yours, you might have something that'll lead us to the perp. So what do you say, kiddo? What? Turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with the witness. We have no other option. We must move to another part of the park. I've deduced where we should go next. We can re-examine this field, check out the playground again, or go to the woods. Oh, bless you, Hazel. Hazel sneezed. Make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by a dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems like the perfect place to look for clues. Let's interrogate Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench. Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay. Hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. Okay. Hey, buddy.
I don't know.
What are you up to? Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 or 3 hours of brooding in per day. Filling quotas. Have you by any chance seen a small stuffed capybara around? A capybara is... It's a large rodent native to South America. I know.
Oh.
So have you seen one?
Oh.
A stuffed one, not a real one. That'd be weird. Huh. Be good cop, be bad cop. I genuinely don't know what's going to be the thing that's going to get us, like, I don't get this whole good cop, bad cop thing. I genuinely don't think, I don't know. Like, I understand being a bad cop, theoretically, with someone that we believe would actually have done something or is hiding something about the stuffed animal, but it's a freaking stuffed animal. What does he want with it? He's not going to have stolen and mangled it or something. Be good cop. Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you want, what you know, the sooner we can let you get back to brooding.
I don't know.
Bad cop time. Robert, if you don't help us, I'm gonna put you in a headlock. Is that a threat or a promise?
Oh.
Whoa, slow down.
Oh.
Dots. Back off. We return to the woods. Look for clues. Maybe we'll come back and talk to him again in a minute. Craig and I searched through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. It doesn't look like there's any recent activity that might be capybara related. This might be a dead end, partner, bro. We return to the woods. I'll ask Robert one more time. I'm confused as to why we have these dialogue options more than once, but let's investigate this one, considering we got off to a bad start. Time to grill Robert again. We walk over to Robert's bench. Oh, Christ, what now? Alright, this time I'll be the bad cop. Why not? Robert, I gotta keep being vaguely threatening until you tell us something useful.
Huh?
I told you I haven't seen a capybara. What is you guys' damage? Damn again. We return to the woods. Let's move to another part of the park. Clock's ticking, dude. Where are we going next? We're in the woods, but we could head back to the woods. Let's I mean, we saw where the arm was. The arm was in the field. It makes sense to go back to the field. We maneuver back to the field. Move to another part of the park. Apparently there's nothing else happening. Starting to put the pieces of this case together, or have indigestion. We better keep moving. Guess we gotta go back to the playground then. Hazel, your ear's so twitchy. We head back to the playground. Let's talk to Joseph some more. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph. He seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph! Do you happen to know where Christian and Christy have gone? They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. Sounds a little suspect, Joseph. Mischief, you say?
Oh, cracker.
Wait, am I being interrogated right now? No. Yes. Just doing our due diligence, Joseph.
Oh.
Arnold means a lot to River here.
Oh.
I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have their ears to the ground on all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes! River's screeching is louder than ever. I'm exhausted. Craig is exhausted. Ah, buddy, I got a rain check on brunch. I need to get River home and calm her down. Alright, good luck, bro. Thanks, bro. Oh no, we failed. We didn't solve the mystery of the stuffed animal. I head back to the cul-de-sac alone and head inside the house. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep. I crack open her door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually. Right, how was brunch? Well, we had a good time with the run part, but we didn't make it to the rest of the portmanteau. It was a clumsy portmanteau. Huh? To brunch. We didn't make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. The capybara is... Dad, don't patronize me about giant rodents. I know. Sorry. Anyway, we figured out that Joseph's creepy twins had something to do with it, but we never got to the bottom of it. So the run went well, though? I was a little worried about your endurance. Yeah, it was rough at first, but it ended up being a piece of cake. I actually feel pretty good. My legs give out. I find myself on the floor of the hallway. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. Date complete, but we didn't find the toy. We failed to protect the toy. Oh well. Rank B. Cake stand champion round 2 or 3. Well, there you go. Look at situations positively. We still got to spend the maximum amount of time that River would allow with our good buddy Craig. That's the positive here. Medicine is the best medicine, I think. Did I just miss? If not, remember that. It's good advice. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. So long. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of suburban city with a low crime rate and wide, walkable sidewalks at night. It's not a suburban city. city is... anyways. As I approach the bar, I can hear bar patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. Drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order up beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded. The feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. I'll say hi. I mean, I'm not interested in the game. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyway, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. Dots. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Yeah, I'm gonna walk her home. What the hell, guys? Be good. Be good to your neighbors. Be good to people. She asked you to walk her home. We could call her a cab, but if we're in walking distance, she wants to walk home. Slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. Like if she's having trouble moving and walking around, getting her to the cab is not necessarily going to be getting her home. I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. Walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. I'm Neil. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just she usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets? Nah. Ain't her thing. Revelatory dots. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street toward the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say for her, for here she might hit on me, or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I... Just... Sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's... alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong?
Hey.
Some dots.
Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake? Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat in the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. What was our score on that date,
Welcome.
guys?
You've got dads.
We don't get one on that one, guys. It's okay, though. We've got dads. You know how dads is. Anyhow, uh, had another little after action moment there, but feel bad that we didn't help Craig solve his BoboTheVulture mystery. However, we got a good time in, and apparently my in-game avatar is getting in good shape. Probably in better shape than I am right now. One of the disadvantages to working from home is all of the incidental walking around that you would ordinarily do as a person out there in the world, you don't do. Or not nearly as much of it. I probably used to walk a mile or, a couple miles every day just by virtue of walking to and from a metro station and walking to and from anywhere else down in the city that I wanted to go when I was there. Uh, don't do that now. Or I don't do that now. I'm not saying don't do that now as an imperative. You should do that if you can. Anyways, folks, I go on, but that's pretty much the flavor of this entire LP so far. If you haven't noticed, um, hopefully you're appreciating that. If you aren't, this game has a streamer-friendly mode, so I can only imagine it's been streamed or LP'd elsewhere too. But hope you're enjoying. I am so far. This is BoboTheVulture. That's played Dream Daddy. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.